The Call 7 investigators are uncovering serious questions about a business deal Denver Public Schools signed with private investors. Call 7 investigator Theresa Marchetta is digging into years' worth of documents, uncovering a big risk for taxpayers. They could be on the hook for millions of dollars if the district backs out.
It was just dropped right in the middle of our lap without any warning.
On a Monday last fall, the Linwood neighborhood got an unwelcome surprise.
Next minute, we've got construction trailers coming in and materials coming in.
Materials for a solar array feet from their backyards. Joe Babish watched it go up in the open space that had been vacant for decades next to Placebridge School.
Why weren't we informed?
Though neighbors are angry.
And the treatment by the school board subsequently, just the arrogance.
This isn't just another not in my backyard issue. In fact, the way the Placebridge site was handled raises questions about transparency on the entire solar project.
It not only raises questions for my home and for my neighbors' homes, but also for the school district.
While digging into why neighbors weren't notified, our Call 7 investigation uncovered something much bigger. We found all 28 solar contracts DPS signed could leave taxpayers on the hook for millions of dollars if the district backs out. More on that in a moment.
They're just running amok.
At Placebridge, the contract to install additional solar panels was signed in August. The following month, construction in the field was underway. But it wasn't until October DPS held its first meeting to get neighborhood input. By the November school board meeting, neighborhood frustration was boiling over.
Where is the documentation? I don't want assurances. I want documentation.
School board member Jeannie Kaplan, who openly questioned the handling of the Placebridge site, was even scolded by the school board president while speaking up for her constituents.
When you go out there, you will see.
Let me do that, and let me get more information.
Well,
you know what? I'm done tonight. I'm sorry with beating up the district.
Kaplan tells me DPS should have involved neighbors from the beginning.
There have been people in DPS who have said, act now, ask for forgiveness later. And
you've heard those words?
I have heard those words.
Why didn't you get neighbors' input on Placebridge before the project was voted on, approved, and started?
Yeah, I mean, we would obviously love to start over again and do exactly that. That was, a horrible oversight on part of the school district.
DPS spokesman Mike Vaughn fell on the sword, apologizing.
We immediately recognized that we had work to do, that we had made a mistake, that we needed to apologize.
The 20-year deal saves the district almost $1 million in energy costs, and the developers foot the bill for installation. But last summer, a new contract appeared. This one showing the panels for Placebridge would go on the vacant lot.
I mean, one of my questions with all this solar project is really how much this is costing.
After sifting through binders of contract documents, we found if the district backs out of any project early, taxpayers owe the developer millions of dollars, as much as $1.9 million for Placebridge alone.
Were the board members aware that, if any of these deals, are canceled, that they face up to a $2 million penalty?
I don't know what was shared with the Board of Education before they voted.
Kaplan tells me this penalty schedule was not shared with board members prior to that 2009 vote.
We really weren't told a lot.
Despite the complexity of this deal, Vaughn gave Call 7 investigators only 30 minutes on camera to set up and ask questions.
You've known from the beginning we're interested in this site, so...
We've answered your general questions. I can't speak to the details of every record of the many, many records that we sent you.
He refused to make the superintendent or board president available for an interview and walked out as we pressed for answers.
Thanks.
The Placebridge site already has cost the school district $13,000, an unplanned expense after asbestos was unearthed. Yet the district continues to make assurances that the field, which is a former landfill, is safe for development and construction. At this point, neighbors simply are not taking their word for it.